In this video, I want to give you a tip that I wish someone had given me when I first started off as a writer. One of my very first jobs was doing sales at a web development company. And I would go with the owner to different businesses across the city. And this was like in the mid 2000s. So the internet was popular, but there were a lot of businesses that didn't have the internet at the time. And my job was to listen to what they needed and put together a proposal based on what the business needed. So we would propose a website and some other functionality. And the owner taught me something that I always carried with me, and that was that the customer can pick between speed, quality, and cost, but they can only pick two. All right, so you can get a website done quickly and very high quality, but it's going to cost you some money. You can get a website done very quickly and cheaply, but the quality is not going to be so good. And so you can kind of figure out how that worked. And that's something that always resonated with me. But when I became a writer, I never connected the dots. One of my favorite games on the PlayStation 2 was a game called Kingdom Hearts. And in that game, the main character, Sora, has to choose between three skills to specialize in. He can specialize in strength, he can specialize in defense, or magic. He can pick two that he'll be really, really good in, but the third he won't be so good in. So he can pick strength and magic, but he'll always have bad defense. Or he can pick magic and defense, but his offense won't be so good. And when I think about that, and I think about the advice that one of my first bosses gave me, it really resonates, but I never carried it over into the writing life. All right. So when I became a writer, the focus that I had was on learning how to write, learning the business of writing, and then learning how to market. And what I wish somebody had told me in the very beginning of my career is that you can pick two things to specialize in, but you're always going to be deficient in a third. So for me, in my case, I've focused on writing and I've focused on business. Marketing has always been kind of my weakness. Like I do it, but it's not like I'm not amazing at it. All right. But I know some people in the writing space who are whiz marketers. They're really good at business, but the books ain't so good. So it's kind of like an interesting thing to think about. And as you think about your own career and your own skill set, if you think about business, writing, and marketing, what are the two that you gravitate more towards? What a lot of people would try to do is, well, how can I shore up that deficiency? I actually argue that you should play to your strengths, because if you play to your strengths, it actually will bring that third one up with you. So yeah, you may not be the best in the world at the marketing, but if you're writing amazing books and you're really good at business, you'll eventually make the money. So just think about that, and something I wish somebody would have told me. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next video.